I should
Hello.
bring up. Never mind.
I don't actually know who's with us tonight. This is like a very unusual time. Oh, there's a couple people. Hi.
Yeah, we got some folks.
Abbott Costello. Sorry, I don't mean to call you out if you didn't want to be called out. Yeah, this is like super atypical stream we're doing, just a little bonus stream. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're just gonna be doing some map making, and we're working towards our goal to reach affiliate, I guess, if we do that. We're still unclear on
If
that.
this is your first time tuning in, welcome. This is not our usual thing.
Thank you, Claire. Yes, welcome. We are Story Reckless. I am Nathan. I am typically the DM. I use he, him pronouns. And yeah, why don't the two of you introduce yourselves?
My name is Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I'm not playing Kidam, half-elf grave cleric.
And my name is Olive. I use they and she pronouns, and I am not playing Lovelace Centaur astral projection to the bird's eye view, making new worlds and maps.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I guess with that, let's make some maps. So let me jump on over here. Okay, so yeah, as I said, atypical stream. We're just gonna chat and make a map. We decided I'm going to attempt to make the Cracked Spine, which for those of you who've been watching our show is a frequent location that our players visit. It is a small little bookshop in Baldur's Gate that is actually a front for a guild kingpin box of screws. Okay, let us jump right in. I'm just gonna start doing this, so if y'all wanna chat, ask questions, whatever.
Yeah.
What's your favorite shark?
The smooth one.
There are there smooth sharks? I
No,
thought they were
there
all
aren't.
rough. Oh.
That's a Tumblr joke. I don't know how much you're on Tumblr, if at all.
No.
That's fine. That's fair. There are no smooth sharks.
Even like whale sharks that aren't sharks?
All sharks are smooth except the mouth part. I mean, hi Clifton, by the way. Aren't sharks, if you pet them the right way, they're smooth? It's just if you go against the grain that they're rough? Or am I thinking of something
Cats
else?
are the same way, right? If you pet them wrong, they become pointy.
Also, this is really unfortunate. I guess my computer is maybe a little older than I care to admit. And it's kind of struggling with this map program that I normally do on my laptop. So...
Wait,
No.
I know Clifton. Hi, Clifton.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm moving back up to Portland in January, so I'll probably see more of you if you're still up there.
Awesome. I see. Right. You're right. On the internet, I can insist things. Okay.
I am doing my own little project here. I'm playing a caster for the first time ever, except for a one-shot one time. And turns out you need to do a lot more paperwork and coordination of spells. So I am transferring random pieces of paper and plastic to a binder so that I can find all of Kidam's stuff all the time in a timely manner. So that's what my sounds are.
How exciting.
Making sounds.
Playing a barbarian's way easier.
I imagine so.
I have to count to like 3 for how many rages I have left.
You have to count to 3.
Or I guess count down from 3.
How many rages do you have left currently?
3.
Oh,
Oh, no,
okay.
right? Yeah, I haven't raged today
I don't
yet.
think you have.
No,
yeah.
you haven't.
Yeah, I'm about to. I need to get
Yes, you
myself
are.
some magical weapons. I was looking at how much those cost. And if I didn't keep spending all my money in tuition, I could probably do it.
You probably could. Especially if
Probably could.
Kadam helps you out. Slash, if you do some more pit fighting.
If you do some more pit fighting, I guess I could do some more
Potions.
potion making, I was like, yeah.
That thing.
Oh, okay. Winged Scribe is asking for me to talk about my pike. And the character that I've like based a ton of Lovelace on. This actually is good backstory. It's from this character from Morbido, Guardian of the Spirit. It's an anime. It's like the spear fighter, strong lady, bodyguard, and the fight scenes from it are amazing. And like I don't see like spear fighting much in shows, but it's like just like using every part of this like weapon, like keeping foes at distance, but then also like closing distance. It's great. I'll see if I can like post links or something. You post GIFs into Twitch chat?
That is a good question.
Not ours.
Yeah, we might have some.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Can I
But you
post
can
links to Imgur?
I think that you can post a link because you are a mod.
Hell yeah.
Try.
I will use
See what
this
happens.
power. Yeah, it worked.
Cool. Yes.
And I'll also post just like the name of it. It rules.
There's some things about this map tool I wish.
She's super nonviolent, and she like killed 7 people or something over the course of like her bodyguard work, and so like she needs to now like save that many lives to even the scales. And that means that like for any given job, she just like can't kill people according to her like her own like code of honor, which just like makes everything so much harder. It's great. And like a big kind of like theme that the show deals with is just like, what do you do when you're pushed to the brink of that, where it's just like either like everything that you've worked for is just like falls apart, like no matter like the extent of your skill, or you can just like kill somebody who's like asking for it. It's like, you need to kill me to make me stop doing this. And I don't know, I like shows that don't just fight for the sake of fighting, but they end up being like super pacifistic or like have war is bad themes, because then you get to have all the action of war but then not feel bad about it.
Moral absolution.
Yeah.
Got it. Also, for those of you who are watching what I'm doing, I'm just I always imagine the cracked spine having the bookshelves set up in a very unintuitive way, where the shelves are actually going at this perpendicular angle to the front door, such that it can hide the fact that there's a secret entrance at the back whenever they access it. So the shop itself is just like probably has terrible, I don't know, like feng shui, yeah. And it's probably a little I don't know, maybe slightly uncomfortable just to like navigate, but it is designed specifically for that way for a reason. What did I have these set? Oh,
This is cool. I've been imagining the cracked spine to be L-shaped, and I'm realizing now that you've never described it as such.
No, yeah, I've always
You've
described
always
it as
been
a little
very
box,
narrow
yeah,
building. Yeah.
smashed between the others. Yeah.
Yeah. This is good for me, I think. I'm so excited to have access to spirit guardians.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, your DPS just like went through the roof.
Yes, it did. And sending,
Oh no.
the most powerful spell in the game.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I'm.
How are you feeling about sending, Nathan?
Mixed feelings.
That's fair.
No, I am excited about it. I think it offers a lot of opportunities for the world to just like grow, like to feel so much bigger than it is, because it's all just in our heads. But yeah, I think it just gives a lot of really cool moments for that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Yeah.
I feel like this bookshop would be a nightmare.
I thought that it would be narrower but deeper. Like I just imagined it like reaching into the recesses
Okay,
of
yeah,
like some block.
I can do that.
Just like I want it to be like you don't notice how deep it is when
Right,
at
but
the
you
front,
go in and
because
it's like,
there's like bookshelves, but then like it just keeps going back.
yeah,
Yeah.
like this, or even more.
More.
Keep in mind, this is like each square is 5 feet. This is pretty big.
Yeah, that is.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know what the square footage like storefront costs are in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I don't know, but I'm just this is a decent size. I don't
Okay,
know.
it might feel deeper if you make it narrower.
That's true. Pop this in. What if I do it on this side instead? I'm gonna have to adjust my bookshelves. There we go.
I don't know, people have to squeeze through this claustrophobic thing.
Yeah. How can I do this so it doesn't, so it still feels
Which side is the front?
over here? In fact, I'll throw a
South?
door on it. Yeah,
Okay.
south. Let me throw a door on it.
Where does Dusa?
Yeah,
So is
so
it near
I
the
imagine
front?
Disa is over here on the left side, on the western
Mhm.
side of
Disa.
and yeah, I was actually gonna do that next.
I'm so glad Disa exists.
I'm glad that you're glad. Yeah, Disa is based on my best friends growing up, my their grandmother, which for years, her name was Aga, until one day I discovered that is grandmother in Inuit, and I was like, oh, but nobody corrected me because I was just a little kid, and I just called her Aga, and
Yeah.
that's who she was. She was Aga.
I called my best friend's growing up grandmother Gran because that's how she was introduced to me.
Yeah, for sure. Let's give it a window. I'm gonna give it a window right here. Oh, are you going through your spells?
Yeah, I'm just so what I do, I have my character sheet inside a plastic sleeve. So I can then write with a wet erase marker on top of it and don't have to be constantly erasing and rewriting stuff in pencil. So what that means for spells is that I have my cantrips and the spells that I always have prepared written in pencil, and then everything else is in wet erase. So I'm transferring the spells that I currently have prepped over to this new sheet that actually has binder holes. Yeah.
Nice.
I have a similar thing going on for my spell cards. I'm still working out how this one works. Let's see. Here we go. So, cantrips and some first level spells here, some of which I have handmade because I don't have the Xanathar expansion pack for the
Damn it. Sorry. There we go.
okay,
I-
for the spell cards.
I was trying to make it look like the bookshelves are actually built into the wall, and
Mhm.
there we go. I can kind of do it. Because, yeah, so I always imagined that basically the walls themselves were turned into bookshelves, which is
Yeah.
how the secret door functions. Fuck. There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Claire. I just got really
You didn't.
distracted.
I completed my thought.
Excellent. Is this like, I'm curious, I don't know who's watching right now, but maybe just for Claire and Olive, is this like interesting to watch in any way? Or
I'm
is
enjoying it.
Okay. Or is it like really tedious and maybe frustrating? Like, no, put it there.
Oh,
Or are you
speaking of
chatting?
like, put it there.
Yes.
That's actually like the basis of a game that came out recently called Unpacking.
Oh,
rules.
yeah. I've heard of this.
It's so good. Yeah, and like watching somebody play it who is just can be like infuriating. It's like, no, you can't put that there. Like microwaves have to be on the like lowest level so you can like reach them easily.
Right.
Like storage can go up high. Like some people do it wrong. So yeah, it can be very good. Also, I'm having a nice chat with Winged Scribe
Oh, D&D.
about spears versus pikes.
Yes.
Where he points out that historical pikes are like, 10 feet long,
Minimum.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that doesn't really. It's hard to imagine Lovelace like walking around and like just going into buildings and stuff.
With a 10-foot
a-
long pipe.
A 10-foot long pike.
Yeah. Yeah, things get a little wonky with D&D for sure. I guess it depends on like the type of campaign you're playing. If you're playing a more realistic one, you can get, caught up in the details like that.
But like I think a D&D pike is just like not.
It's
Doesn't
not a
correspond to
10-foot long.
that.
Yeah. How do
Yeah.
you? Yeah. What do you imagine it looking
So I
like?
think the 10-foot reach is more about like area control more
Mhm.
than literally this is how long this is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe that's not the case for all pikes
Mm-hmm.
in D&D, but I think that's like how Lovelace kind of rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Where like she's very mobile. She runs around stabbing stuff. Yeah.
Is this looking cramped enough for you, by the way?
Oh, that's looking right cozy.
Yeah, having to like squeeze along the edges of ones, like that's some bad feng shui. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's supposed to keep people from going in deeper.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to get to the actual secret hidden spots of this place. So I'm gonna try to speed this up a little. I might get a little sloppy.
We've also only been here about 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my brain.
You're fine.
Okay, so
I'm like, I've
thing
been
is-
here forever.
one thing about these is like someone could just like go on one of the edges and just
Uh-huh.
like go straight to the back.
Oh, you're
you
right.
don't want that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
should-
You
I
gotta
should-
play like tower defense.
Yeah. So, because I imagine the door being right here. By the way, this is the spot. Oh, sorry. You're just at the lag for you. And I don't know if you can see my mouse. You probably can't. Oh, you
Yes.
can. Okay, good.
Yeah, you can.
Northeastern corner is where I imagine the door. So yeah, I need to put like one of these has got to be like maybe this one.
There.
is
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
It's not here. And, like,
Mhm.
I
something
mean, you could also just you could keep that one that you had there, and it be an L-shaped bookcase.
Oh, okay. Kind of like so. That kind of works.
So we're all really squeezing back there.
Oh yeah.
Wow, Lovelace would have a hard time getting back there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she would.
And then she has to deal with stairs.
Mm-hmm. Which are immediately behind there.
Yeah.
Oof.
I know.
Oof.
I like is when I was coming up with this place, I immediately was like, okay, like secret door, and then there's stairs that go down, and then I went, oh no,
Stairs.
Yep.
stairs. If I don't know if anybody's watching who hasn't watched any of the other episodes, but Lovelace is a centaur, so
I have a question for everyone, which includes chat. I have for my spell cards, do I put in all of the spells that I have access to? and in alphabetical order, and so that I can like fast look them up? Or do I put just the ones that I have prepped for the day in this? I feel like the first option's suddenly available to me where it wasn't before because I have a binder.
How much shuffling around do you want to do? Do you want to shuffle things around as you prepare different spells? Or do you just want to have a thing that you fix once? And
I'm
basically
leaning
just have a spell book.
towards fix once. Putting cards in and out of these slots is not something I necessarily enjoy. I don't necessarily mind it, but it's not what makes me happy about having spells.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like just put them all in alphabetical order then.
Fair, yeah.
Should just put a billiard table in here, right?
Thesis main
Wow,
hobby.
that's huge.
I know.
is
I don't know
huge.
why it's so big. Some of these assets are like not scaled properly, so
Winged Scribe. I tend to do lookups during rest, or well, I tend to do lookups off, like when we're not playing. But when I do need to do them in game, I always feel like I'm taking time to read my spells. I think I might put them all in here.
Do it. So are you just going to do the ones that you currently have access to, or just like all the ones that Kudam will ever have access to?
Just the ones I currently have access to.
So you'll have to reshuffle every time you go up a level? Or are you going to do it by like level and alphabetical?
I was thinking first by level, then by alphabetical within level.
Cool.
So I would just be adding on to, not reshuffling.
Makes
It's
sense.
kind of how I wish the PHB was arranged anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well in that case.
Winged Crime says, I would have 2 separate sections of the binder. Front is prepared, then back is spells by level and name. So like all your spells could have slots in the like by level and name, but then you just
Yeah.
like pull out the ones that you have prepared and
Yeah.
do some amount of reshuffling like that.
That would slightly simplify what I'm doing right now, in that I would have fewer things to flip through to find, or to like futz through in order to find the spells I'm looking for.
Oh, you could also do your dry erase thing and just like circle the ones that you have prepared. Or were you already doing that?
Well, I have. Oh, that's fair. Because like I love this. I love
Yeah.
having them all written down here. I suppose I could just.
Draw on those big plastic card sleeves. And so you can like flip through them and just be like, okay, I have that one and that one prepared.
I could see how that would work well for other people. My brain doesn't quite work like that, I think.
Okay.
Oh! Hi, Eric. We
Eric's
are
here?
indeed nerds. I'm talking about
Oh.
organizational systems.
Hi, Eric. Yeah.
How should I best arrange my binder, fellow nerds?
Yeah, hi. This is just a bonus stream. We're just doing some map making.
Yeah. Hanging out and having fun.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain is like having a difficult time splitting.
Splitting.
Like I like hear what you say, and then I'm like, I didn't register with that.
I'm okay with that.
So if you want me to engage in conversation, you'll have to ask me very pointed questions. Like
Okay.
you, Nathan. I'm trying to figure out. I feel like there's some emptiness in this like area here.
Is there a really rickety, uncomfortable chair there?
Just in the middle of the room right here? Because this is so like here's the door over here, and then there just needs to be something like maybe I could put another bookshelf. The espresso machine, yeah.
Yeah, that is where the espresso machine goes. Actually, does she have a back room? Where does she do her coffee?
Oh my goodness, you're right. I should give her a little back room.
Yeah, teacher's lounge.
Like right back here. Okay. Like a tiny, just like a tiny little room.
Wow, that's depressing as heck.
The what?
It's depressing, just like a little 10 by 10.
Okay, have you measured out 10 feet by 10 feet?
No,
It's
I
pretty
have not.
decently sized.
Decent amount of space.
I think the room I'm in is less than 10 feet by 10 feet.
Dude, yeah, I mean, like, I
I
think
think
our
it
room's a
is.
little bigger, but yeah.
But Olive, I think your bedroom is less than 10 feet by 10 feet.
Never mind. Wow, look at all that luxury that she has.
What did I... Is it this? Empty reading stand. Maybe that could work as like a little... What? Some little table. Does she have like a little round thing? Well, I guess if she makes her coffee, she needs some kind of like cooking station, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Think.
I assume that she just like, tapped into the earth and got like an oil well or something. Just like he dips it in like a literal well.
Well, here's like a cast iron stove. I could put that in there. Or like, this is more medieval, but I think
Cast iron stove is also a good place to hide the bodies.
I do imagine the way I've been kind of describing our world is it's a bit more, I don't know, like
There's a little bit of industrialization.
there is, yes, especially with like the slaughterhouse thing that we did. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's like, yeah, there's like, it's like just beginning.
Gotta have a pot, a fire, and a horseshoe for this kind of coffee.
A horseshoe.
A horseshoe.
What's
I
the
don't
horseshoe
understand. Is that a
for?
reference? You can scribe. Please
Explain
elaborate.
yourself. That works for me. A pot, you say? I think I can do that. I think that empty pot. Potatoes. Should she just have some potatoes?
Potatoes.
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 Precious. That's it.
There's an old cowboy myth that if you put a horseshoe in a pot of coffee, when the horseshoe stands on end, the coffee is done.
Ooh.
That's terrifying and sounds exactly like something Disa would do.
It is.
That
Yes.
sounds exactly like something Disa would do. Wait, like...
Because it's so thick. It's like mud.
No!
Yeah. That's how my uncle likes it.
It's not a real thing that happens, but it got new hands to drink terrible coffee. And that's
Makes
the real
sense.
treasure.
Yep. Sure, I'll put that little teapot there. That could be like some kind of coffee pot or something. Alright, yeah, I think this is... I mean, I could put a lot more details.
Where's the treasure chest? There's always a treasure chest in all doors that have locks.
Okay, yeah, you're right. She would have some kind of little storage thing. Oh, you know what, though? I always imagined that she lived here, too. So I should give her, like, a little actual living space. Like, maybe just off here? Like this?
Yeah, like off going up.
That, maybe?
Yeah.
And then there's, like, a little...
Yeah.
There's, like, a little door.
Do you think she lives above it?
I think I specifically described it as a one-story building. So...
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
way to stay continuity. What if she lives underneath it?
Well, then she would be living in an office.
I'll give her this little side thing.
Well,
I think
not
that works.
necessarily in an office.
Which
There's a lot of ground under, or a lot of room underground.
That's
Mhm.
true.
I think this room is actually too big. Okay, wait, before I get off topic here. Okay, you said a chest? Okay, I'll give her a little chest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if y'all decide to rob Disa, you
Okay,
can
now give
find
it-
out what's in there.
Put an artifact in the chest.
Give
make
the
its
room a weird
combination
shape.
be-
Okay, what kind of shape when it's described? Like something odd like that? Like it has a weird angle to it? Oh god, that...
Oh, that's not bad.
Ugh. I could do that, but oh, that makes me so uncomfortable. Yeah, I'll
Where
do
would
it.
the
I'll do
bed
it.
go?
No, I'll do it. We'll work with this. This is what she has to work with.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if there's like the tiniest of
She would-
alleyways or yards
I'm gonna put that in.
right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I'm totally gonna smash, because like that's the other thing too, is that here, I'll block this out real quick. I imagine this place is more or less, it's like this. It's just like smashed in between these like bigger buildings. I don't know what
Mhm.
these buildings are. So maybe what this is like there's some kind of building over here, but there is this like weird, there's this weird space for some reason or something. I don't know, something like this. Like
Uh-huh.
it's just some weird dead end alley. Like maybe there's a back door right here to this place,
Mm-hmm.
like that.
That looks like a real Oakland room.
Exactly.
Power pole. Sewer entrance.
Okay, wait, I have to look. Okay,
What's an easement?
that looks like, okay, Oakland room, sewer entrance, power pole. What is an easement? Somebody Google that.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for Winged Scratch.
I know, yeah.
Explain
love
yourself.
this. I love this. All these new things. Okay. God, we're getting super off topic here. I want to put something in here. I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do... Maybe I could do, like, a little bookshelf or something. I could do a different type of bookshelf. What about this one? And I just make it really
Oh,
small.
I think like that front little area should have a table, not a bookshelf.
Oh,
where
okay.
You can put new releases.
Ah,
And
okay.
None of them are new releases. They were new releases when they were setting up this like shell
50
of a
years ago.
store. And they haven't updated them since.
Or okay, let's be real. Maybe not 50, that's a little long, but it's probably 30 to 20 because we got a dwarf running this place and then a half-elf who's really running it. So their time frame is probably... Okay, so tiny little table. Do you think a rectangular one or a little circular one?
Circular one would have worse feng shui in this kind of like
You're right.
thing. So absolutely
Okay.
circular.
So probably like right here.
Or yeah, right in the
Just
way.
like really annoying. Okay. I am gonna at least give this place... Okay. An easement. It's a place where public works are able to go onto your property. Oh, okay. If you have a power line above your property, an easement that says PG&E can come onto your property to work with it. Similarly, an easement would be if someone else had mineral rights to the space under the land you own. Amazing. Sewer laterals are common easements. Okay, so I could actually, that's a great, I could put like a sewer entrance, I guess, there or something.
Which
Yeah,
If-
like
Box of Screws' office connects to the sewers.
It does, yes.
Mhm.
Coming
That
out
could be
right
it.
behind the store
Yeah.
seems too close for comfort if you're trying to escape from something in the store.
it could be a distraction. Like
Right.
here's a bolt hole, but we don't actually use it as a bolt hole because it's too obvious, kind of thing.
Ah.
Uh,
But wait, then where's your real bolt hole?
Somewhere else. I'm sure she hasn't shown us her real bolt holes. And I'm sure she has multiple ones.
Okay, I just want to throw a carpet in here. Something probably red carpet, maybe.
A homeowners association is technically an easement.
How does that work?
Explain yourself, Winged Scribe.
I feel
Drink.
like you have a lot more information about this than I do.
How do you know so much about easements?
Maybe big round carpet. I don't know. Does this place need a carpet? Like in the front? Does that
Does
seem
Disa
weird?
seem like a carpet person?
Maybe?
She might be.
Yeah.
If you put it right in front of the door, that's where everybody will like track in mud and stuff.
Yeah.
She doesn't like mud.
Yeah, I was more thinking it's like, yeah, it's almost like a doormat, maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe I should do, these are probably two. I could put a pirate carpet. Oh, orcs have a carpet. High elves. Vikings. What other carpets we
Are
got?
we high elves in our family? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I honestly haven't thought about it. Are we high elves? Or wood elves?
I think that's for you to decide, or you don't know, and then I have to decide. I think I'm gonna go with this red one.
Has the distinction seized? You seem kind of like an urban elf.
Yeah. We might be extremely displaced wood elves. I might go with that.
There we go.
Oh, Nathan, I had a question about the sewers. Yeah.
Mhm.
Are there sewers in the outer city? Or is it just upper and lower?
I don't think there are. Yeah, I think it's just upper and lower.
Makes
So
sense.
probably dealing with either, maybe some pit toilets are available in places,
Yeah.
but probably a lot of I guess like chamber pot type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Disa do her do?
Oh, you're right.
Is it a lot
Does
outhouse?
Disa's
Probably out
Disa's
back.
does Disa's shop actually have access to a
Or she goes downstairs.
where she goes?
That seems like a lot of trouble to
That's
go
a lot
down the
of trouble,
secret
yeah.
entrance a
Yeah.
couple times a day.
Yeah.
Doesn't like coffee make you pee or something? I
Makes
don't
you
know.
poop.
Coffee.
Yep.
Oh, it makes you
Well,
poop.
both.
Both,
Do your
yeah.
do.
Both.
Hehe. Duty.
This is where like sometimes this map tool is pretty good, but like sometimes there's things where I'm like, just give me the option to be able to slide along the rotation, instead of I have to manually type in the numbers. It's annoying.
Why are the different genres flavor, Far East, fantasy, and cyberpunk, and bounty hunters
I don't know.
in all caps?
I don't know.
The like 6 genres of literature.
Yes, of course.
What's in bounty hunters? I'm curious.
Does this seem like a terrible but also great spot for her bed?
Oh no.
Although maybe there should probably be a door back there, huh? Or at least a window?
Yeah, I want her to have a nice potted plant back there. I want her to have something nice.
Okay.
Liven up otherwise. No, I think it rotated was still good, but like a potted plant would be perfect in that kind of like
Got
awkward triangle
Yeah,
space.
yeah. So it's like the bed is like this, and then back here there's a plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the bad feng shui on the outside is intentional,
Mhm.
but Disa doesn't have to live like that.
Yeah.
Disa can live well and treat herself to some nice things.
Yeah. Cosmic horror. I typed in plant and I got cosmic horror. I don't know if there's potted plants, but I could just
Carnivorous plant. Hide the bodies.
Yeah, carnivorous plant was
It's
fine.
giant. Look at how big it is. Boom.
Can you change the scale of stuff manually?
It's just a Venus flytrap. Yes,
Wow.
I can change the scale. Should she have a carnivorous plant? Bunch of Venus flytraps back there?
I kind of like that. Like, what if she did? Like, they're not that big, but
It's true.
like,
I could make
she's
these
a
like.
rare and exotic plant.
Okay,
collector.
wait. Let me see if I can. If they're. Do they have like a clay pot or something? So I can totally like fake this. Damn it.
You have an empty pot?
I can do this one maybe. This works. This is some sort of cooking pot. Okay, make this like this maybe,
Yeah.
and then plant. Oh.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me. There we go. Can't really see it that well, but we all know what it is.
Yeah.
I like the level of world building that we're doing.
Yeah, I know we're totally getting.
He's a carnivorous plant connoisseur.
Oh my god.
I hope that something like this would happen.
Oh wait. The chest probably would go there. But maybe I can put a little table. Okay, now I'm all obsessed though with like she does need somewhere to do her business.
I demand bathrooms on all of your maps, Nathan.
I always try to put bathrooms in my maps. I love it when there's bathrooms in a map. It's like, yes.
Oh yeah.
The detail.
This has been thought through.
Yeah. So, okay.
We haven't
Before
run
I can
into any
progress.
bathrooms in our Chult map so far.
I
But you didn't design that one. You didn't design
no,
that
I did
one.
not design that one. Are you talking about the Tomb of Annihilation?
Tomb of Annihilation.
Well, to be fair,
Spoilers, no bathrooms.
to be fair, yeah, spoilers. To be fair, the creatures that reside within there are, or a lot of them are undead. So
That's true. Where does the manticore go?
that's a good point. Well, another spoiler: the Manticore was not in the original module, so
So no spoiler.
I see.
so no spoiler. You're right.
Spoiler.
Reverse
there
spoiler.
isn't
What?
a manticore.
Yeah. Okay, I'm like totally trying. Like I got totally sidetracked because I want to find a spot for a bathroom.
Could
Okay.
I could put it back here, like remove that bookshelf and make this a little room.
What if? So sometimes in like industrial, like buildings, like you'll have like a main corridor
Okay.
with like different like renta spaces kind of coming off of it.
Yeah.
So what if? I want to like draw on your screen. Like
Same.
like the wall immediately adjoining between
Chamber pot isn't a bad idea, but anyways, the wall
chamber pot's not a bad idea. Like
East-
so like something just goes straight through the wall of
over
her like
here.
bedroom or something, like into like a shared corridor,
Oh, it's
and
like
then
yeah,
and then that corridor
has
could
bathroom.
lead to a bathroom somewhere in that building.
Yeah, I could do that.
But it's like weird because then your bedroom has two doors and one's to a public space.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give her a chamber pot. Let's be real.
Okay.
She's gonna get a chamber.
What
pot.
if there's a door to that?
I mean, I could put a bathroom back here, like, but then that's weird because the stairs go down there, so that doesn't make sense. So.
Could be
There could be a
outside.
door to the shared space through that kind of like teacher's lounge area where the stove is. You can just like bump the
move
stove up or down a little
stove.
bit.
Yeah, and then like put a door there. What
Yeah.
What'd you say, Claire? A bathroom outside, like a pit toilet.
An outhouse. It could even
Yeah.
connect to the sewer. Just.
You know what I'm gonna do though,
50 years
because
ago.
we've been spending way too much time on the logistics of the bathroom. I'm just gonna give her a chamber pot for
We
now.
have not been spending too much time on this. This is important.
You're right.
Duty.
Duty. I'm just gonna put it back. No, it wouldn't. She wouldn't put it next to her plant, would she?
No, of
I'll
course.
put it
Wait,
at-
maybe.
At the foot of the bed.
It's out of sight though.
It would
I
be.
mean, plants like fertilizer.
Yeah, I'm putting it right here. It's fine. Okay, and chest.
I mean, the whole reason that carnivorous plants eat like insects and stuff is because like they're live in like really poor soils. And so I'm sure it would appreciate a little bit of dew.
Some little duties.
But you don't want to like sleep with your head next to dew.
No, you don't.
No.
Which does remind me, I need to give her a window in here.
Yeah, right next to the carnivorous plant.
Where's my windows? There we go. I could put it in this weird, like, that.
Perfect.
Okay. That's a giant window. My God.
That is.
Ooh.
Well, she can climb through it in the middle of the night if she needs to, or in midday.
Okay. I think we got Disa's room. I'll give her a little carpet, a little rug or something.
Can there be like a tiny window for the teacher's lounge?
Yeah. I don't know if I have access to tiny windows. Let's find out. Does Cyberpunk have tiny windows? Nope. What is... I don't know what this is. Ooh. Long stained window. Window blue. Arrow slits. Definitely arrow slits. How small is this window? Hello?
I can no longer see your sidebar. It popped off or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I have it. It's... Yeah. I mean, do you want to see it? I can move it. Here.
No, it's fine.
Here.
Yeah, I do.
Strong feelings.
There you go. Now you can see what I'm looking at.
Yes.
I just have less space to work with.
You have less screen real estate. But I can see your big passage, open door.
Here. That's a little window. Like that?
Perfect.
Okay. Perfect. All right. We're almost done with Disa's top area, and then we can head downstairs.
Wait. We were going to do a tower defense sort of thing with all the bookshelves.
I think it's set up. See? You have to go back here to get to the secret door, which is over here.
No, but you can like just go along the edges of one of the... So like, it's like too symmetrical.
Okay.
Do you see how all of these rows are the same?
You're saying like I should
alternate them.
Alternate these so that
Alternate
they're like
them.
so that they're like
sometimes only have like the gap be in the middle.
Oh no.
So like have little dead ends.
So it's literally like a maze.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The gap in the middle.
So you, instead of like shoving them both in one direction, you kind of just like part
Like
the Red
this?
Sea. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do some shenanigans with my layers to get these to be on top, but I see what you're saying.
Oh, I hope we never have to fight here.
I imagine, although I don't actually know how accurate this is, that Box of Screws hates coming up here because she, hyper-organized woman that she is, extremely efficient, cannot stand the way it looks in here, but she lets it happen because she knows it's safer.
Oh, this is great. Thank you, Olive. This is brilliant.
Yeah, isn't that better?
This is the worst bookstore.
Sometimes she just yells at all the customers to leave.
Could you imagine this? This would be terrible. You're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go get some books. Oh, it keeps going. Oh my God, it just keeps going. What the hell? Why?
And there's like no place to like sit. And so if you have a book, you're standing in the way of other people. So you're just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like stopping anywhere. It's like not a thing that invites you to spend time here.
No, not at all. Okay, we're almost done. I just want to throw some little details in here for Disa.
Okay, headcanon. I'm just gonna keep going down tangents. She yells at everybody to go. There's like some child or somebody who's just like, oh yeah, I'll like finish this paragraph or something, then I'll leave. And then immediately does not. And like they're in one of those like dead ends and just like overhear some like insane business dealings going down. Just I should have left.
Amazing.
But now I can't leave because these monsters will murder me. And then they sneak out later and Disa doesn't notice because Disa doesn't pay attention to her customers.
Awesome.
I don't know if there should be a window looking in where Disa is sitting. Maybe, like, maybe it's good for her to see out.
Well, yeah, I mean, I also, like, imagine there being some kind of window that I'm gonna put, like, here, hold on, I was in the middle. I'm gonna put, like, a bunch of books on the table because I imagine there's kind of just, like, a big stack of books just, like, in front of the window.
I imagine that it is known that Disa owns this bookstore and runs it and is here all the time, so that like people are not, it's not weird for her to be here at any point.
Okay. Oh, and I like this layout here because you can see Disa, but you can't see who Disa's talking to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty good.
I guess, but you do have to like pass by the window to get past the first level of books.
Almost done putting all of these in alphabetical order.
Excellent. All the books.
All of them.
Olive.
All of them.
Olive them. When I first changed my name to Olive, I was super sensitized to those syllables, and I heard people say it all the time, and it made me happy.
Sure.
Because it felt like they were talking about me, and I like it when people talk about me. I've gotten so much more vain and selfish. It's great. It's a really good character improvement, I think.
Have you merely allowed yourself to acknowledge and embrace it?
What's the difference?
Like, did you beforehand love it when people talked about you, but would never like admit that aloud? Genuine question.
No, I think it was like mostly like fear and loathing when people noticed my corporeal form before.
Okay.
I gotta give her. Oh, do we not have? Okay, there we go. A coffee cup. Oh, do they have
There
a
is
mug?
An early
Do
part
have a mug? It's tiny.
in like me experimenting with fashion where I like came into the living room and I was like, okay, everybody, I'd like to introduce you to a new member of this house. My shoulders! And then I was like wearing a tank top or something, and because like nobody could see my shoulders. It was illegal.
Yeah, I never even saw your elbows.
Yeah. On purpose. That was by design.
I figured.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever worn something that has like exposed my shoulders. Passage. Is this what I think it is? Is this like for secret doors?
Winged Scribe is talking about me, so I need to acknowledge this. Says that my new shoulder tattoo is great. It's a maiden hair fern with more maiden hair ferns inside of it. And this is reciprocal inhibition, which is my favorite neural circuit. It's two neurons turning each other off, and so like then they like alternate. And then this is a whole bunch of bones and nature and shit.
Nature and shit.
Yeah.
Love it. My like first real job out of school was doing this project for like the neuroscience of eyes. So I had to draw a lot of ganglia cells. Ganglia.
There's bipolar cells.
They're like neurons that are specific to your eye, that are inside your eye, and I feel like they were called ganglia or ganglion or something like that.
So ganglia are generally like,
is that just like a
small like packets of neurons, being like, okay, here's just like a cluster of them.
Okay.
But also that sounds right. Let me see. Retina cells. I should know this because I've also drawn them a whole bunch. 5 types of neuron: photoreceptors, bipolar cells, retinal ganglion cells. Boom,
Retinal
you got it.
ganglion cells. There we go.
And then horizontal cells and amacrine cells.
I remember American. I remember hearing that term. Can't speak.
They're pretty. Wait, sorry. Why were you drawing? You said a whole bunch of.
It was for like the first kind of job I did out of school, and long story short, I did these like. They're kind of like. It was for edX, and they were like explainer videos. Kind of, it was like for a course. And we were basically kind of emulating that style of video where you have animated, animated art to go along with whatever the lecture is to help explain the concept. And they were meant to be like relatively short. I think we were like at the time like ASAP Science was really big, so we were kind of basing it off that. Anyway, so I was. The team was tiny. It was me and the professor and the woman who hosted it, and I was the only artist on the team. So I drew all the art, I drew it by hand on paper, cut it out in Photoshop, painted it in Photoshop, and then brought that into After Effects, and then animated all of those pieces in After Effects.
Wow.
It was an absurd amount of work.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It was bad. I did not take care of myself.
And you didn't know better because you were straight out of college.
Yes, I was desperate and hungry for work. It was really bad. Like I think I genuinely made myself kind of sick because I didn't take care of myself. So yeah. Hey, but I made it out the other side. I'm not saying it was not a good thing, but yeah, I made it out the other side. I am adding the stairs down.
Are you just gonna fill up that whole corridor?
I don't know. I guess it could be like, it's a very long corridor. I mean, so I pictured it would be this size because I didn't want it to be like this weird. Although it could be something like that to go with the theme of weirdly shaped buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, it's just like what was this before? Some sort of storage thing, and then they added in this funky staircase going down.
Mm-hmm.
This one should not have windows.
No, because basically it's like from the outside you might not realize it's there, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
except.
Which
you
is
probably
why,
wouldn't notice.
Which is why I originally was like, maybe it should be straight. Then maybe it's like less obvious.
No, I think angling it is good.
Mm-hmm.
But also what we should do is angle that top left bookshelf.
This one?
Maybe. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying get rid of this wall and...
No. Just angle the bookshelf. So if somebody like is familiar with that outside back, it looks like that bookshelf is like lined up with that wall.
That's cool.
You don't really totally notice.
Oh my... I'm so bad at math. I just need to...
Try...
Nope,
20 degrees. 15 degrees. 20 degrees.
20 degrees?
Try 20 degrees.
Other direction.
Yeah, negative 20 degrees. Yeah. Got it in one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That
also looks weird and imitates the back of the building.
It does. I'm gonna have to like... This is gonna really bother me. This is like minor details, but you can see this is overlapping with this shelf, so I just need to go into the layers at some point and like fix that. Because I can be kind of a perfectionist sometimes. Annoying.
Okay, I think I have my new organizational system for Kidam.
Excellent.
Show it. Pics.
So here's the front.
There should be an illustration on the front.
Yeah,
A big moon.
I will probably like print out a picture of Kadam's face from our artist, from Brenna Ivy, and put that on there. And then you open it up, and here's my notebook with flowers that Kadam likes on it.
Oh, nice.
If it doesn't know, go back in.
Can we see inside the notebook?
Yep. So inside the notebook, so organized. I have Story Reckless, Candlekeep Mysteries, because that's what we're playing currently, and playing Kadam. If Kadam dies at any point because they have a hard time surviving combats, the next person's name will go below theirs. And then I have 26 pages of notes from everything that we've done in this campaign, starting with buying things for Kadam.
Amazing. What is your very first note? Is it the buying stuff, or is it?
Well, so I started this in a different notebook and then transferred it over. So my very first note in this one is up until entry for July 19th on page 11. All entries are transferred from another notebook.
Okay. Okay.
Then it's equipment.
Got it.
But yeah.
Wow, I didn't start keeping notes until we got to Baldur's Gate.
Oh, wow.
Like, because it didn't matter really that much. Like,
Yeah.
Because Kidam was keep
Yeah, I mean, I
track
have
of all the
our-
books.
Like Liberty from the thing from Castandia's mansion.
Yeah.
All right, I can pretty this up, but what do we think? This is the bookshop.
That looks awful. I love it.
See, now
I do not want to spend time there.
Olive, when you said like that you hope you don't do combat here, I kind of hope you do.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I said I hope we don't.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
How tall are the bookcases? How tall is the ceiling?
Very good question. I'm just gonna make it easy. I'm gonna say the bookcases go floor to ceiling, and the ceiling is 10 feet. We'll just call it. Make it easy.
Cool.
So it's very claustrophobic in there. Oh no.
How does Disa's short, isn't she?
She is.
How does she reach the top books?
Little ladder. I don't know.
Ladder.
Where's the ladder?
Or
Climbs the
maybe
shelves.
Those things take up space.
maybe the bookshop is small. What if it is like
Six
Six-
or 7
six,
foot
yeah,
ceiling?
six.
No, that's
foot
even
tall.
worse.
like Lovelace would just be like just so hunched trying to get through here.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep
Scott
some.
pointed out. I didn't notice before,
Yeah.
but like, between the bookcases could be arrow slits.
Oh. Like
you could shoot
out
at people
in the
like-
alley and stuff?
No. Like if, we're playing a tower defense game. If someone's trying to get down into your base,
Yes.
you can just shoot at them like as they're coming through
Well,
through
you
the
just
bookshelves.
there are specific books that go all the way through, and you just like you pull it
yeah.
out to create
There
the
we
arrow
go.
slit.
Yeah. So like in front of like each one of the like gaps
Yeah.
to the next spot,
Oh,
someone
that's
could
so
like stand on the
good.
other side and shoot through.
I love it. That's so good. I don't know how to designate that on here, so I'm just gonna we know that. So
Mm-hmm. I don't think that Kadam knows that.
No. Well, I don't think Lovelace. Maybe Lovelace knows.
Lovelace does not know that.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm pretty pleased with this. Here's
Yeah,
our little.
same.
I changed my mind. Lovelace knows about that.
Of course. All right. So I guess I can. I mean, God, we're at 8:30 already. Wow, that went by.
Oh, wow.
I guess I can start on the lower level, or I could just decorate. I don't know.
What are the neighboring buildings?
I was honestly just gonna throw roofs on, but I should probably flesh those out because that would be good.
I mean, you can throw
You
roofs
can
on.
throw
I just,
roofs
I
on
just
them.
want to know.
And we
Yeah.
can talk about it.
Oh, you know what? Also, I think to make this more claustrophobic. I'm gonna do this.
Nice.
There we go. So it's really like smashed in there. I love it. And I hate it.
Well, now I just want to put like little flower pots out on the front, because if Disa is a flower aficionado and a
Ooh.
plant aficionado, she
Oh.
would have flowers out, or like
Do
plants
have,
out front.
I think I do have flowers. I think they're, or I don't. Dungeon Fog has flowers, I think.
I
Flowers.
don't know. Would they be flowers, or just like kind of scraggly Baldur's Gate street bushes?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we're in the outer city. No, sorry,
No,
we're in the
lower,
lower
yeah.
city, but near the docks.
Oh wait, here's a flower vase. Should I give Disa this in her room as well? Should she have two?
Oh, it's kind of
Maybe.
bougie.
It is.
Outside on the table of new releases. The entire thing's covered with dust except for the flower vase, which is constantly full of fresh flowers.
You know, though, but here, I just found this one.
Mhm.
I agree, but what if I put these flowers because they're kind of drab? Or do you want the more here, I'll put both and we can compare.
Okay, I don't think flowers should be on that book table. That book table's for books. Those flowers can be on her little.
On this. Do we like that flower
yeah.
vase more, the colorful one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She can have something nice.
Okay. Maybe it's like, no, it can't be on the. Where would it go? It can't be on the edge, right? Oh God, look at us getting bogged down in these little details.
I think on the window side, kind of like bracketing those books. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And this is like whatever she's been reading. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, at this point, I would typically go downstairs, but we only got a half hour left. Maybe I just focus on finishing the top level. Something that I like to do for these maps to make them feel like not so, you know, you can like clearly see the tile, right? The tile pattern on everything.
Mhm.
I like to take a brush and...
Oh, please. It's been bugging me, and I assumed that there weren't tools to not do that.
Yeah, no, you can. They're okay. They're not the best, but...
Oh, I was wondering this too. Winged Scrap asks, what kind of books does the store have? I kind of assume that Disa got to pick, and it's all about whatever her hobbies are.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I don't...
So a lot of plants and flower arranging.
Yeah, probably a lot of stuff around gardening and plants. And
I think some like adventure stories about like jungles, like some Cholt like adventure narratives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder
Stories about
if...
people getting eaten by plants.
Yeah. I wonder if she's like very... Like when you think of a stereotypical dwarf, you think of being underground and stuff. I wonder if she like in her youth like broke that mold and wanted to be out in like the forest and in like, I don't know, maybe she always dreamed of traveling to Cholt, and that's why she has this little carnivorous
Oh
plant in her room.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe she never made it. I don't know. We can leave that up to mystery, but
Romance novels? How about romance novels? I could see her being into romance
I
novels.
definitely could see her getting
definitely
into
romance novels. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for this.
Is it just her? Does she have a partner or partners or children or?
I imagined it just being her.
Maybe like a hapless nephew that like comes by once a month
Well, I was
or like
like-
once a week to help clean up.
Yeah. So my brain. What is this?
But like
texture?
the nephew is starting to see too much.
Yeah.
You're like, why does this book go all the way through? Don't worry about it.
This is my backup character.
Oh, your backup character is Disa's nephew?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Wait, Claire, you were
Yeah.
telling me about your backup characters. I'm trying to remember any of them.
Do you want to reveal those?
I don't know. I mean, I've certainly not made any decisions Because partly it will depend on the situation that we're in.
Right.
And partly it will depend on, like, if Kidam dies, I definitely want to do an extra stream to do a character creation, and I want other people's input. So I haven't, like, made decisions other than...
So nothing's a spoiler then. You can say whatever you want.
Fair. So, like, the decisions that I have made, I suppose, are that I want this person to be connected with the guild and Box of Screws in particular, because Box of Screws is fascinating to me, and I want to know more about her.
Sorry.
They're not gonna be a tank.
Because Lovelace is a tank?
Yeah. They're probably gonna have some kind of magic, because Lovelace doesn't.
That'd be useful.
I'd also like to play someone who's proficient in Arcana. I've never done that, and it's bitten me in the butt kind of a lot.
It's so funny, like, how in both campaigns, you're like our home game, Claire, and then this one, there's no characters proficient in either Arcana. Or wait, are one of you proficient in history?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, like in both of those campaigns, and I don't know, I don't know if it just says something about me as a DM, but like, I feel like it keeps coming up in my games.
I mean, it does. It's incredibly relevant all the time, because history is incredibly relevant all the time.
Yeah.
And we're high enough level that there's a lot of magic.
Yeah.
Like...
Sorry, real quick, just, I'm gonna do the outdoors because for some reason, I forgot this program does this annoying thing where if I paint a texture inside a room, it paints on top of the props. So then I have to go in, find that layer, move it down. Anyways.
Fair, yeah.
So I'm just gonna do the outside. But anyways, yes, it keeps coming up for some reason.
My backup character for that campaign is also proficient in Arcana.
Amazing.
You play Manfred. I bet Manfred's proficient in Arcana.
I bet he is. He seems like the kind of guy who would be.
Let's just say that when I was designing Manfred, that I was like, what is this party lacking in? Oh, Manfred.
Bugbears.
Bugbears.
Yeah,
We are
bugbears.
lacking bugbears. Also humans.
Yeah. You have
Yeah,
a human
yeah,
now. I don't understand.
You gave us both.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Nathan, what does Renwyn look like? You have described him as small, and that's been kind of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't, that was one of those characters where I didn't think you were really going to interact with them much. And then he just, and then it just became one of those characters where I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And there wasn't really a description. Like, I got it from, I meant to say this in the stream, probably put a thanks out. Maybe we should include this in our little thank you credit thing, but the maps are from Heroic Maps. I got it off DM's Guild, and as part of that, there was like a little thing for the town that just kind of gave some extra stuff. And Renwyn was one of the characters. So again, the description was like, it was just like three lines of text or something. It was like a sentence, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So Renwyn isn't even in the module.
No. No, the only characters in the module are Lucas and
Astra?
Astra, thank you. Those are the only two that are actually in the module.
Was she the waitress?
They're the flower seller.
Yeah, they are the flower seller.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the only two. So the other ones were in the little supplemental thing I got, and again, I'm super thankful for that supplemental material. It's such a lifesaver, but it's intentionally just left very vague. So for example, the waitress, I had someone in mind when I was doing that from my life. I was like, It's like, oh, I love this person. Like this is totally them.
Millie.
Oh, that was the name. Yeah. Sorry, there's somebody in my life named Millie who I did not base this character off of, and so when you said that, my brain went, what? So yeah. Renwyn. What does Renwyn look like?
What is like a trickle down believe-in prospector gnome?
I mean, okay, so yes, they are small. They are. I always picture gnomes as being much smaller. Maybe not much smaller, but they're definitely smaller than halflings. Like which kind of drives me nuts in the player's handbook. How halflings get the thing where they can occupy the same space as another creature. But gnomes,
they're bigger than gnomes.
Yeah, they're bigger than gnomes, and gnomes don't get that mechanical. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. So just gnomes can do that in my campaigns because it just doesn't. It logically doesn't make. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So Renwyn.
I have an idea of what he's wearing at this point.
I'm for some reason I'm picturing like red hair, kind of sharp features, maybe slightly like the nose is like slightly larger and kind of maybe a little beak like very angular, like a, I don't know if this is like
Roman nose.
A Roman nose, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I imagine him trying to stay put together as best he can, like and that's the other thing is like I don't think he's really done much, like hasn't really left Marin that far, like to actually do prospecting. Like I think he spent most of his time in the Board Weasel. But nevertheless, the fact that like I was actually thinking about this, like, because I had to give him a stat block, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was really just gonna give him a commoner stat block, and I was like, well, here's the thing. It seems like he's been traveling on his own. And based on the way y'all travel and with like random encounters and stuff, going outside the city walls of any town is so dangerous.
Yes.
So dangerous.
It's the Pokemon problem.
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere.
Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, I like that. Like, I like that the world is big, wild, and dangerous, and like there are definitely ways, if you know what you're doing, you can navigate it, and it's fine. But I definitely picture that the average person probably does not go more than a mile or two, unless maybe they're like a hunter or something. But like, you don't want to go out there. Like, that shit's dangerous.
That's part of the reason why Kadam had never left Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. So I you know, despite his kind of, despite him being like trying to be well groomed, I think he has a bit of savviness, you know, just a bit. Like he can make his way up and down the coastway, right? But maybe going up into this mountain town that's haunted, seemingly, is not a good fit for him. So that's kind of
for me.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm picturing. I don't know. What about you? What did you have in mind?
I just, because you didn't offer much description, I took the color of his name that my synesthesia gives me, and just kind of, that's what he's wearing.
Okay. What color?
So I was going maroon, but almost dried blood red, heading in that direction.
Okay.
With kind of a tarnished gold aftertaste. So that's probably going to change now that I know that he has red hair, because that would clash horribly. But yeah, I was.
Olive, did you have any visuals in your head, or? Oops.
I think I initially thought that he was gonna be more outdoorsy and competent than he ended up being. Like, I thought he was just being like kind of down on his luck prospector.
Yeah.
So like lots of like earth tones and like kind of like practical gear.
Mm-hmm.
And getting to know him, I don't think I believe that anymore. I think that this is a person who's like coming to maybe a little bit of money from his inheritance, being like, okay, I like heard all these like stories from my uncle about like how he, I don't know, like founded his Garl glitter gold shrine by like striking it out into the woods and like making a fortune. So I'm gonna do that too. Got my family surveying maps and gold panning things, and I'm gonna go out there and do it. I'm like still pretty new at it. I don't know if he's ever like gotten a hit anywhere or like like anything more than like dust, maybe. Like maybe one or two times it's like, oh, this is gonna be the big one, but then like it ends up not being much. So I think like his stuff is like fairly like, I want to say new, but like not quite. It's like antiques. It's stuff that like you dig out of the attic after it like sits there for 50 years or like 30 years or something, but like it was used before then. But it's like been really well preserved, maybe.
So old but in good shape.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Not any of that's much visuals though.
But that's a lot of mood right there.
Oh, hi, Operation. We're building the Cracked Spine, the bookshop that is a front for Box of Screws' operation, where Disa, runs the bookstore. And we've made a nightmare of a bookstore.
It's so bad.
Intentionally so, since the idea is Olive was like, oh, it's like a tower defense game. So basically the hidden entrance is back here. And the idea is that, yes, all the fire codes. Notice all of the windows back here. Anyways, the idea is that, when you're originally, I was like, oh, the bookshelves will be very counterintuitive. They're kind of perpendicular to the front, or sorry, I guess parallel with the front wall, so that if you're standing at the front and you look back, you won't notice if somebody were happen to like come out of that secret door. But Olive, which I love, suggested taking it one step further and basically turning this into a maze. So...
Don't forget the arrow slits.
Yes, so that's an awesome idea, which I think was Winged Scribe's idea. Brilliant idea. So like, for example, right here where there's like a little gap, there would basically be an arrow slit in the bookshelf where you could stand on the other side and there'd be a false book that goes all the way through, from end to end. And if you're in the know, you would know to grab that book, pull it out, and it would create an arrow slit so you could like stand back there and shoot through. So I don't know. Maybe that's a little far-fetched because like a customer might grab it and like pull it out, but it's a fantasy world.
Maybe you have to like remove it by sliding your fingers underneath it as well as on top, and like,
or maybe there's like a little latch or something. Like, so like if some customer was trying to pull it out, it's like it's not coming out. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. I would love this in real life.
No, see, I would hate this, and I think it's because like the fact that there's like, if you're standing anywhere, you're in the way. Like, so bookstores already give me a lot of anxiety because it's like you're picking things up, and like, are you expected to buy them? Like, if you're with other people, when do they want to leave? Like, can I just like post up somewhere and read for a bit? That sounds nice, but then like I've read the book, and I'm not gonna buy it, and so I've stolen the book, and this wouldn't even like, this would also like add the I'm in the way of everybody anxiety on top of all of that.
Yeah. Oh wow, there's a decent amount of people watching right now. Hi.
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah.
around this the whole time, pretty much.
Cool. I was not expecting that. I was like, it'll be like 4 people or 3 people, like our usuals. Which, anyways, awesome. Thanks everybody. Yeah, we're real close to 9 here. Any other last minute?
I want to talk about the
yeah,
chamber pot and the carnivorous plant. They're important.
do it. Or do you?
So zoom in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Disa lives here. She has a little teacher's lounge and a little pot and a coffee maker out back. She puts a horseshoe in the coffee as like one part of her process because you know what the coffee's done when the horseshoe stands up. And then she also like lives in this like weird Oakland-esque like slanted nightmare room. But she's made the best of it. So apparently she grew up kind of like dreaming of like going on expeditions. She's a dwarf, remember? So like she was supposed to like stay underground, but she like wanted to go to the jungle. So she's like really obsessed with Cholt. So she has a little carnivorous, like actually a fairly big carnivorous plant.
Very big. It's probably like a bonsai version of a man trap, which man traps are meant to be, like they can eat a person. So it's probably like a little like...
And I wanted all of so you have to have a treasure chest through locked doors. Like that's adventure game rules. So there's a treasure chest back there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have to go to the bathroom. So
yes.
She has a chamber pot.
She has a chamber pot. We spent probably 10 minutes. I don't know.
At least.
It felt like a very long time discussing where does Disa go to the bathroom.
Yes, we did.
And being like, well, should I put a bathroom back here? No, that's where the secret entrance is. Why would there be a toilet over the stairwell?
Oh, we learned about easements.
Yeah.
So easements
from Winged
Winged
Scribe.
Scribe educated us about easements.
they're like routes for like service workers to like go in and like work on electrical stuff or like go onto private property to like access sewer entrances. So we're thinking that kind of area out back is an easement. So like there's a sewer. Oh, can you put like a manhole cover or something?
I think so.
Thing?
Well, yeah,
Like
but
that.
first I wanted to show, just because you can't really see it there, but this is what that plant looks like. It's just like a bundle of Venus flytraps. So let me get rid of that because it's just giant. Yeah, let me see if I can find. I bet there's like some kind of like sewer thing or something. Oh, also for Olive, because I know Olive wants to see the thing.
What's in Bounty Hunters?
Oh, you want to see what's in Where is Bounty Hunters? Oh, Bounty
It's the
Hunters.
very top folder.
Airlocks.
What
Okay,
if
so
we did-
it's. What was that?
Oh, Operation. What if we did something like Aubrey?
Oh. Claire.
Then it's not Audrey.
Aubrey. Here, I'm gonna look up sewer. Maybe there's like, what? Oh, not Sewert. Sewert. Okay, it is loading. There's at least 30 images. 40. Here we go. Loading images. Oh, what? Come on. Really? Is there nothing for sewer? Did I spell sewer wrong?
Sewer. I hardly even knew her.
Hold on. I know that there's a category in here that's like, it's something.
Circular metal disc.
Not that.
Did you know manhole covers are round? So because there's no way to like orientate them, so they would fall through. Whereas if they were squares, you could like put them diagonal and then they'd fall through, and that'd be bad.
Yes, that would.
There, sewers. See, there's an entire section called sewers. Come on. Why didn't that show up? Here we go. Manhole. Oh my goodness, why is it so big? It's kind of big. It's maybe a little smaller than that. that feels kind of big to me.
How is this store lit?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a lot of books.
And especially if they're like floor to ceiling bookshelves,
Yeah.
not a lot of light.
Oh, it's gonna be dark.
Maybe like an ever burning torch or something. Something that's not real fire, because fire around that many books
Would
seems
be
bad.
really bad. It would. I would suspect that would be very expensive, but Box of Screws
It
/ the
is-
guild could probably afford it.
It is 50 gold per light.
Per light.
I know this because this is a spell that I can now cast.
Yeah, I think that the guild would be able to afford that. So yeah, you know, there's probably, they look like oil or like glass lanterns coming off like periodically throughout the store that just have ever burning light in them. And I bet it's not actually lit that well because Disa doesn't really need it with dark vision. So it's actually for Lovelace, it's probably really dim when you go in there. Like there's enough
God.
light to get around. I know, it's just getting worse and worse.
It's just getting worse and worse as a bookstore. There's no light to read.
Yeah. Continual flame.
Continual flame, there you go.
Ruby dust worth 50 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
I think
This
on
is-
that note.
I also love this because it's another one of those situations of like, how is that store in business and how does it have such expensive things? Like this is obviously a front.
Oh,
Well, like-
yes.
Well, like, I think to just like the average person, they may not realize it at first, but
Yeah.
yeah, as you look, you're like, wait a minute, those aren't real lanterns. Like those are expensive. Yes, it's a single story building. It could have skylights. It could, but would it?
But like the guild employs so many people who go up and down on roofs.
Mhm.
Either it would be a security concern because everybody's always on the roof.
Yeah.
Or it'd be a nice shortcut because you're going on the roof anyway. Might as well just like pop straight up.
Yeah, I could see there being like maybe one skylight towards the back.
Oh, or yeah, like what if you had to climb one of the bookshelves?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like
And
one
there's, like, a ladder.
awkward bookshelf. Yeah. Cool. Well, here it is, everyone.
Here's the top half of
Of the cracked
the
spine.
cracked spine.
I will maybe flesh this out at some point if it seems like it'll be relevant. Maybe if we do another stream like this, maybe I can continue building it.
We're doing another stream like this.
We
Next
are.
Thursday.
But we haven't decided if we're going to do another map building one, which I'm happy to do. This was a lot of fun, actually.
Mhm.
I would be curious if anybody watching, how you feel. But yeah, I'd be down to do this again. We could also try something else. But yeah. Also, I realized to both of you, it looks like I'm looking away from you every time I talk to you. It's because your thing's over here.
I figured that's what was going on.
I didn't notice. I don't look at you either.
Okay, well, here's Cracked Spine. Let's wrap this up. Thanks for joining. This was a lot of fun.
That was a
Yeah.
lot
It
of
was
fun.
kind of like relaxing.
I'm glad.
Okay. I think that's the end of our stream.
We'll be back on Monday for your regularly scheduled content.
Yes, we
Spooky
will.
content.
Oh gosh, yes.
Spooky. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, Winged Scribe. I'm glad it was relaxing. I'm sure I don't know how both of you felt about if it was relaxing or not, but this was very relaxing compared to our last episode.
Yes. It's nice to just hang out with the two of you.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you. Goodbye.
Good night.